So, hunting and gathering are the oldest economic activities of human beings. Human beings have been engaged in this type of activities from the time they came on this earth. Besides, they also slowly started domesticating animals, which led to the development of pastoralism. We will be discussing about the pastoral activity of human being in the next class. However, in this topic, we are going basically to talk about the hunting and gathering activities that were the main economic activity of the human beings in the primitive time. Gathering and hunting is practiced today also. And it is practiced in some such regions which are having very harsh climatic conditions, has very difficult physical conditions. But even in these regions, basically it is the primitive societies living in these regions who are engaged in this type of economic activity. Gathering is basically practiced in high altitude zones in the hilly and mountainous regions, which include northern Canada, northern Eurasia, and also southern Chile. Gathering is also an important economic activity of the people who live in the low latitude zones, which are having very difficult physical and climatic conditions like the Amazon basin, tropical Africa, northern fringe of Australia, and also the interior parts of Southeast Asia also. In modern times, some gathering has become market oriented and has become commercial activity. Gatherers collect valuable plants such as leaves, barks of trees, and uh, medicinal plants, and after processing it, sell these products in the market. They use various parts of the plants. For example, the bark is used for making quinine, tannin, extract, for processing leather, cork, leaves supply also beverage. Tea is a very important activity which you can identify in that, though it is done now in a systematic manner when we categorize them as agriculture. In the forest areas, different type of leaves are collected by the people living over there, which have different uses. For example, in our country, the collecting of tendu leaves in the Jharkhand region is a very important economic activity by the tribal people living over there. Drugs also, different type of drugs are available from different type of plant species which grow in the forested areas. Fibers, thatch, even fabrics are made from the resins which are collected from the different plants, nuts, foods, oils, tree trunks, rubber also. There are many things which are collected by the people living in the forested areas and has become very commercial with uh, the growth of the technology also. However, gathering has a very little chance of becoming important at the global level. Products of the human activity cannot compete in the world market, and also synthetic products often present a better quality and also is available at lower prices. This is replacing many items supplied by the gatherers from earlier times in the tropical forests. So it cannot become very important at the global level in the international market. People in the coastal areas still are engaged in catching fish, though fishing now has become a modern occupation. It has experienced modernization due to technological progress. There are many countries whose economy basically depends on fishing as an economic activity. Many species have become extinct also because and are also categorized as endangered species basically because of hunting. Though hunting and gathering had remained and the most important economic activity for the primitive people, but its importance is much less as compared to other economic activities which are practiced today by human beings. It has created many problems for different species also, as I was talking about the different creatures becoming extinct because of the activity of hunting or illegal hunting, which we call poaching. Early hunters in the primitive period used to use very simple and primitive tools, and so the number of animals that they used to be hunted were much less, and as a result, there didn't used to be any problem, and the number didn't used to become so less that they could be categorized as endangered species. But today, because of technological advancement, the level of hunting had increased so much that most of the species, a very big number of species, have either become endangered or are on the verge of becoming extinct.